what do we call this? Let's give this a term. So let me describe it first and we could try to give it a term. So you have a player who's, well, you as the DM are making choices for the player. You say, uh, Farland, you get up and you walk over to the bar, right? Now, not to be confused with narrating after they said, well, I want to go to the bar. You can narrate that piece, right? Okay, you get up, you go to the bar. But if someone's sitting down, let's say they're all in a tavern and you need something to happen, you need them to talk to the bartender and they're not, railroading would be telling the player, Farland, let's say is his name, for example, you get up and you go to the bar and start to talk with the bartender, right? Let's call that manning or driving. Let's call it driving. Driving the players, where you, as the DM, are now puppeteering. That might be even a better word for it, right? Where you're puppeting. You've already got all of these other pieces of the game, and you're puppeting these players exactly where you need them to go, and doing exactly what you want them to do, right? Because you have to progress your story forward, right? Why is that bad? Well, obviously, as we talked about before, with puppy guarding, puppeteering, puppy guarding. I've just realized that's kind of a little funny. We'll see if we can keep that going. Okay, but you've got puppeteering. Okay, well, sorry, you've got puppy guarding, where you are diminishing the player's choices and making them feel like they don't matter. In puppeteering, you are just completely removing any ability for them to choose whatsoever. And so to say that their choices only matter, does that make sense? I guess because you are using them to accomplish your own purposes as a DM. So their choices only ever matter, and they don't feel, it feels autonomous, right? They don't feel like they have any control whatsoever over their player. And at that point, as a player, you're thinking, okay, we're all sitting around the table, or I'm sitting here watching the DM play this character. I'm not actually playing this character. They are for me. And basically, at that point, we're all just watching the DM read a novel, if you like Matt Colville will say, right? At that point, it's just a novel, and we're all just sitting around listening to the DM tell a story,